the button before he got sat down into that. I just want to say what's happening. We in here. We ain't talking about no topics, none of that. Well, we got a topic from the day before. Huh?
I'm glad you did match the button.
Bro, it's your fault.
Always my fault, even when I'm not here.
Yeah, it's your fault. You should be used to it by now. What's happening, Facebook? It is Souf got something to say. This is episode 148. It is 148. That is a fact. It is actually 148. What it do, y'all? We are back for episode 148. It is he. I am him. It's your boy Country coming live from the Souf got something to say.
Shit. It's your boy DJ Big Dream, the dirty representative, baby. We in here.
And it's the heavily orchestrated, never duplicated lyrical symphony known as the Eternal One Eternity, holding it down for the South. Yeah.
Man, we late, clearly, if y'all didn't notice.
Just a little bit, though, because I put the lunch time for 9:30.
Oh, perfect.
So we ain't that bad.
We ain't that late.
We ain't that late.
We ain't that late. All right, so for everybody out there in the world, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Tell y'all people to tune in.
We got a real good topic for tonight.
We got a really good topic for tonight. We gonna cover this and make it fly. You went to R&B only?
Yeah.
Man, I'm supposed to win. I forgot.
Yeah. I was
When was this?
last Friday. So we went for date night.
Bro, we was out downtown on Sunday.
Really?
No, not really. No, I no. You heard me say I say no, not really. I was sarcasm because he should have known that. Yeah.
Yeah. I was doing family
In the
stuff.
same Facebook, in the same
I was doing family stuff.
podcast group chat as you is.
I was doing family stuff.
I mean, I would, hey, bro, I ain't gonna be.
And I would have came to the boxing thing, but there was seafood, so.
True. That's problematic. We seafood over there.
Hey, fuck him. If I ever go to jail, I use him as a lawyer.
He got all the kind of arguments. Got all the kind of arguments. But Sunday.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Sunday, we could have got I got family stuff to do. Instead, we got nothing.
I didn't even have my damn phone on me.
Why are you doing family stuff without your phone?
Because I don't pay attention to my phone when I'm busy.
Oh, he too busy for us, Craig.
That's what it is. That's what I just heard, bro. I heard that too.
He too busy for him.
Because, bro, I'm the number one corporate, I think, in our crew of not paying attention to my phone. But, I check it periodically to make sure I respond to, family. Because family call your cell phone when they need something. And if you go too long without it, you can leave a family member hanging. Just saying. Oh, you ain't getting out of this one. What's the lawyer name that got OJ off?
But they had this big ass fight party that I couldn't go to because there was seafood was the menu.
I didn't throw the party. My brother threw the party. And I can't tell him no seafood. If it was my party, I 100% make sure that you have accommodation to be here. That's a fact. But
If it was my party,
Johnny Cochran,
if it was my party, I'd feed your bitch ass motherfucking seafood.
see, he don't care about you. That's what that meant. He just told you to your face that, man, I don't care what.
I'll hold you down and stuff crabs in your pocket, bitch.
That's awful. I gotta say, Buck, you shouldn't be friends with him. You shouldn't even associate yourself with him.
Ooh, Lord have mercy, help me, Jesus. Who even say that? Hold you down and stuff crabs in your pockets.
A crackhead. So hey.
I'll take it. I deserve it.
Hey, we do got this great topic this week too. So let me ask you something, Attorney, because we didn't do pre-production like we normally do. Mm-hmm. And I normally would ask you this before I hit record, but it was late, so I just hit record. Mm-hmm. Snowfall. Did you see? Do you watch Snowfall?
I did, but I didn't watch the finale. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
Great.
You know what happened in the finale because social media had to spoil it.
Yeah, of course.
Already.
Of course.
Bro, they spoiled that the day it come out.
Right.
I always watch the day after. I'm a Hulu watcher.
Yeah.
Facebook spoiled Snowfall while it was going on.
Yeah, that's what they do. So you just seen everything but the finale.
Yeah.
So do we start with Snowfall? Or
Yeah.
do we start?
Start with Snowfall.
I think that's a good way to go, bro. So Snowfall series finale, not season finale, series finale. This is the end of Snowfall. No more Franklin Saint, unless he's in the
They
spinoff.
can. They can.
And
They can spin that off.
Well, no. So they already got a spinoff in the works.
Okay, because I most definitely can write a spinoff from that.
It's Wanda. Wanda has a spinoff where she's running Cece's clinic.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm talking about the spinoff between Leon and fucking Franklin.
No. So listen to me.
Well, Leon. So if I
So we ain't asking what you do. We telling you what's happening. What's real? What's real is that they have a spinoff plan for Wanda taking over Cece's clinic.
Lame.
No, I think it's gonna be
Gonna
really
watch it.
fire.
Cause you semi-gay.
Well, so I think they introduced this spinoff 3 episodes ago.
Okay.
I think they had to introduce it that way to not give away what the spinoff is gonna be about. Because at the time, everybody thought Leon was gonna die.
I never thought Leon was gonna die.
Everybody except Dream thought Leon was gonna die.
Right.
And nobody was sure what was gonna happen with Franklin.
Now I thought he was gonna die.
So I never thought he was gonna die,
Well, why I can't think what I thought.
but I thought it was potential. Like everybody I talked to think it's potentially that he could get killed. But everybody thought Leon was gonna die.
That was a good way to. If you're gonna close this series out forever,
You getting
that was a
ahead of
good way to
yourself.
close
You're getting ahead of what we talking about.
No, wait, how?
Cause I'm leading us into that. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Get your lead on.
So, 3 episodes before the finale. Did you see where they announced the Wanda spinoff? So they announced the Wanda spinoff, and I was like, man, that is
No one seen it but you.
no, it's anyway. What you thought about it last? Ain't no point in me telling you if you ain't gonna listen.
We listening.
No, you just
just
said ain't
said-
nobody seen it but me, and the world seen it.
No, not the world.
The world, just you, just
One
because
out
you
of 3
missed
people
it.
seen it.
And do we quote, bruh, it's 8 billion people on the planet.
Yeah, 1 out of 3 of the billion. So I mean, only about 8 billion.
Well, I was trying to tell you, but you
billion
wouldn't let
seen
me tell you.
6 billion then.
So I was trying to tell you, but you wouldn't let me tell
Well,
you.
get your tail on. I
You
said
keep
that.
stopping me.
No, you stopping you.
Hey man, I need a mediator, bro.
Nope.
He's
I enjoy y'all Sunday.
He's salty.
He
He's
said,
salty.
Well, we did kill him in last episode.
Huh?
We did tag team kill him last episode.
We tag team killed him just then.
No, last episode. We literally said we would kill him.
We did. That happened.
And that is why I didn't show up.
He's like, you know what? Get
I'm
these
not
dudes.
gonna knock on the cat.
I had a really long Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night, and I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Oh, honestly, bro, you good.
Yeah.
I just want to give you a hard time because I'm gonna do
Let
that.
me tell you something. That R&B only thing,
Was it fire?
it was dope. It was dope. In that picture, I was probably like 3 gin and gingers deep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had way too much to drink, knowing I had to go to work the next day.
Okay.
It was horrible.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
sobered up about 2:00 the next day.
Bro, I had many days like
As a
that.
matter of fact, when it's over with, R&B only, book, we gonna have a conversation
Hey,
off air.
Okay.
but Liquid IV, I can't think of the actual name of it. I think it's BioLite. It'll bring you back a little faster.
Oh yeah, I know.
They high.
I
They're
thought they had
expensive.
something
You
called
put me on
Liquid IV.
BioLite, but they do have something called Liquid IV. I got
They
Liquid
something
IV
called
packs.
Liquid IV.
Okay. Is they better than BioLite?
Yeah, it's about
That's
the
the
same.
same thing.
Okay. I know BioLite expensive.
It's
IV
like
is
it's like $11 for a 6-pack of Liquid
Oh, yeah,
IV.
so okay. Yeah, they about the
Yeah,
same.
they about the same.
I'm thinking they somewhat similar. Anyway, so hey, I see somebody said they on season 1, episode 1. Turn the volume down. Cause
I'm so mad at them. They get to enjoy this thing all over again. Like
All
I said
over
with you
again.
with Blacklist, I'm so mad that you get to see it for the first time.
all over again. They
Oh
get to
my
go on
God.
this trip. And bruh, literally, they say season 5 is awful, bruh, but season 5 had some big moments. But anyway,
Season 5 wasn't awful. It was
It
just
wasn't.
the lighter of the other season.
It was the lighter of the other season.
Yes.
Franklin had his best monologue moment in the show.
I'm gonna disagree. I just disagree.
Well, you know what a monologue is, right?
Motherfucker, really?
Okay, so when did he have a better monologue?
And
When he was talking to Leon in the car?
that one?
That's not a monologue. He was talking to Leon in the car.
It's literally a monologue, bro.
No, in season 5, he had a true monologue where it was nobody in the room. He was high, talking.
When he was in the
It was
on
after,
the acid,
yeah. Bodies, bodies, bodies.
he was still talking to people, bro. He was
When
talking
nobody
to people in his own
there.
mind.
Yeah.
Same thing.
All right, bro, you win.
That was a good scene, but I still don't think it was as compelling as some of them other scenes he had.
I
bro.
built this brick by brick. Oh, anyway. I appreciate you for putting our main topic in there for letting people know, because we ain't getting through to this topic yet, bro. I'm finna try to get us through. All right, so what I
Go
was
ahead
saying,
and pin
bro.
that.
Huh?
Pin that.
Okay.
So they know.
This is the lead in. The lead in is season 5 is arguably the weakest season of Snowfall. And season 6 start. And everybody hyped for season 6 because Snowfall has been good for 1 out of 4 seasons, and season 5 is the rougher of the total series. Now, we gave it, man, black people hard critics. I ain't gonna hold you. We hard critics. Like, if it slip a little bit, we talk bad about
You
it.
gotta be perfect every time.
In all honesty, bro, it wasn't as bad as we made it seem. Let's be
agree.
completely honest.
I
It
agree.
wasn't bad as we made it seem. I did hate the tiger scene, but it wasn't as bad. So
What tiger scene?
that was in season 5. They got locked in a tiger cage.
Okay, yeah, I do remember now.
Him and Oso.
I do remember now. Yeah, I just was lost for a minute though.
Yeah. So season 6 come out, and of course this show has been so good for so long. We don't give up on it till you have a couple bad seasons.
I agree.
And,
Ironically, just to cut you off, I did give up on it. I gave up around the end of season 5. I didn't even know season 6 had came out.
Did you?
A lot of
So you gave up on Power?
Yes.
Okay, that
But
makes sense.
I leading into 6, I didn't even know it came out because I stopped somewhere mid 5 and couldn't watch no more. Not because it was just that bad, it just didn't hold me like it did the rest of them. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of world didn't until it started twittering again. Then
Mm-hmm.
the world got back involved again.
So I mean, the reason why I asked did you give up on Power is because Power had consecutive bad seasons.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
It's hard to replace a ghost.
anyway, I don't want to get in specifics,
No.
but they had a couple bad seasons back to back, and people got uninterested. And a lot of people didn't finish Power.
I did.
A lot of people didn't finish Power, right? So season 6 Snowfall come on, and of course it's Snowfall. So I'm here, episode 1. Let's go. Oh, y'all lit.
Yeah.
Episode
Same
2.
thing.
Ooh, y'all lit. Episode 3, 4, 5. And I'm watching this, is like, okay. Y'all on the way to being one of the greatest finishes ever. Like, bruh, like everybody knew going into season 6 it was the series finale. So if you come in how they was coming in, like, bruh, you know how many series ended horribly?
Oh,
Like almost
It's
85%
hard.
of series end bad.
it's hard, bro, because you'd have made this the one that got everybody,
Mm-hmm.
then 2 to top it off, then 3 to hold it down, and then it's hard to keep writing, bro. Writing is hard, bro.
It's super hard, for sure.
To keep it at that level,
At
of
that
writing.
high level,
Yeah.
right? And bro, they elevated that level. So by episode 5, I was like, okay, we finna see something great happen. If they keep this up, we're gonna see one of the greatest endings of a TV show of all time. And so then boom, 6, 7 come out. And then this is when they announced the Wanda show. And I was like, man, that's an odd choice to pick
What
Wanda.
they announced that?
They announced it all over the internet, bro. A lot of people talk about it, bro. I listen to a lot of podcasts because I'm a
Never heard of
podcaster.
it, bro.
I'm a podcaster, bro. I listen to a lot of podcasts. Everybody talk about it. Bro, it made headlines, all that. Like, she's on the press run right now, by the fact. Like, her name is Jean something.
I'm blown. And then they picked her.
Like, so, exactly. I was like, they picked her.
All the actresses and actors in that.
Well, first off, she's a phenomenal actor.
That said she was bad, but I would pick a few other actors above her on
And,
that show.
and that show. I can understand that, bro.
Yeah.
No lie, I can understand that. But that, bro, so you missing what I said. I said, when I heard that, I said, why her? Why would they pick a spinoff based around her? And then it dawned on me. I was like, what if the spinoff ain't about her? They just can't tell us who the spinoff about because everybody else up in the air. Bro, we never thought Wanda was gonna get killed, ever. So I was like, okay, you pick a show about Wanda. Wanda ain't gonna get killed. So is Wanda really the main star? We don't know yet. So they hadn't actually put out the press release about what the show's about, but they used her as somebody that everybody knew was gonna live. So then, boom, Leon lives. And you're like, okay. Leon gotta be part of this because Wanda's his wife. Gotta be part of this. And that changes everything. That changes everything about what the spinoff can be about.
How far it can go.
Yeah, this sounds like it's finna be the 90s now. Like it's finna be Snowfall for the 90s.
And that's what I was gonna say when I said how I could spin it off. I would just update the drug sales.
Yeah.
To a new era.
This should be Snowfall for the 90s. And I was like, okay, this makes 1,000 times more sense. Because it's Snowfall for the 90s. But that's how they introduced it. So now fast forward to episode 10, series finale. Sorry, but I know you know what's going to happen, but Dream, I'm going to let you take it off the top, bro, because I seen, it was a bunch of mixed reviews online about what people thought, how this show ended. What was your view?
Well, from my view, it was totally different because I lived it. That's why I made the post that said that this episode hurt me to a degree because I felt it different than most people because I lived that episode. I was the Leon of this story. You feel me? I'm the ex-street nigga that been in the shootouts, been shot people, sold a drug, got out the street, changed my life, looking at something different in life. You feel me? And I watched a lot of my friends that either in prison or dead and died in the same exact structure we was brought up in. They never left it. You feel what I'm saying? So it hit me different. I gotta say, RPDD. We raised in the same projects, man. He died in the same projects, man. That hurt me so bad. Even though we weren't hanging like we used to, we still had the same respect for each other, but to hear that he died in Rachel Patterson projects, man, that shit hurt me so bad. You feel me? I mean, it's stuff like that hit me totally different when I seen it. So it was real to me. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can write that 1,000 ways. He can go out like Tony Montana. He can have a different plot where he come up with new plugs or whatnot, so on. But they wrote it in a truthful way. That's what happens when you stay in the game too long. You know what I mean? So I had all the respect for it. That's what happened. Bro, I know too many people that I looked up to when I was young. When I was trying to get in the game, watching the old heads that were coming through with the 5.0s back before, you know what I mean? The Fox Biders, they had all the money, all the women that turned out to be crackheads that I served. You know what I mean? I seen
That's
that.
heavy.
Yeah, I seen that. Because when they lost it all, they had nothing to fall back on but the drugs that they sold. Yeah. You feel me? R.I.P. to Tommy Kyle. He taught me a lot in the game, man. Yeah, still naming R.I.P.s. He taught me a lot. And the one thing he taught me more than anything is never get high on your own supply. And I've never been a person for getting high. You know what I mean? I drank, but I never smoked anything ever. That was my thing. That's what I sold. I didn't sell alcohol. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And then I was never in my right mind. That's how you get busted.
Mm-hmm. So tie that into what you saying. Tie that into the episode.
So that's how I ball out, bro. Where he lost everything. So I'm be honest with you. They could have actually ended that season an episode earlier. That season hit so hard.
Episode 9 hit so hard.
Yeah, it hit so hard that you even need a 10. You sitting around on 10 like, what can you do next?
Bruh, so everybody thought what happened in episode 9 was going to happen in 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Episode early, so we was like, what can 10
you do
possibly
next?
be about?
Yeah. That's
So-
how hard it hit.
So tell me what you thought about episode 10, though. I mean, if you don't, I mean, I know you do. I get the emotional connection you have to it. What did you think about the actual production of it, the actual what happened, the story they chose to tell? I mean, I can tell you mine, but I kind of want you to get your thoughts together while you got
I
it.
I really don't know how to say it other than they wrote it real, especially if it's subtopic in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? That drug was so prevalent and so controlling in the black community that everybody ended up on it, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
When I say everybody, I mean 70 to 80% of the population.
Well, the thing is, when that drug came out, they thought it was just another high, like weed. Now imagine being in the hood and you smoked the joint before, right?
Right.
And then you go to a party and everybody in the party freebasing. Everybody in the party freebasing, right? And they telling you how amazing it is. And like, you want to try it? And you be like, can you tell me more about it? Man, it's just better than weed.
Yeah.
And then you try it one time, but what you don't know is that you immediately hooked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, imagine how many people got hooked because they didn't know it was so addictive.
Yeah.
So that was the big thing, bro. Like, people didn't know it was that addictive. And that's what changed the game. So, Dream, I appreciate everything. Just so you gave great. You tied to real life, and I'm finna tie it to some more real life too. So episode 10, episode 9. At the very end, episode 9, he's standing by the phone while Teddy's on the phone, and he's elated. He was like, he's acting super excited that his money is almost there before Cece killed him. To the point where he knew he was dead, and he was like, no, he's still here. Hey, Teddy, say something. Hey, Teddy, say something. He was fiending for the money in that episode. Mm-hmm. He was fiending for the money in that episode. So, boom, episode 10 start, and you start seeing him drink. This ain't something we seen Franklin do. Franklin don't really drink like that.
I don't mean drink either. I mean out his mind.
He was drinking.
Whole bottles.
And because he was so worried, so a lot of people said he turned into an alcoholic because his daddy was an alcoholic who was homeless. And that's a true story. They definitely tied that together intentionally.
To him turning into the person he hated.
To the person he hated from episode 1 of season 1. Seeing his daddy being an alcoholic, homeless person. They definitely tied that into that. But they tied the addiction wrong. The addiction wasn't the alcohol. The alcohol was the medicine he chose.
True.
The addiction was money.
Which is, I ain't want to cut you off in the middle of your speech.
No, you good.
But there's literally no drug on earth more powerful than money.
I disagree. And it's for a deeper conversation for another day, but I think love is the most powerful drug on the planet.
I ain't going to disagree with that.
I think love is the most volatile, most
I'm going to tell you why I'm going to agree with you, though. I'm going to tell you the only reason I'm going to agree with you, though. Mm-hmm. That's something anybody can get.
Oh, yeah, bro.
It take a trained person to get money. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Most people don't ever see that level of money to understand the hook and stuff.
Exactly.
You know
Exactly.
But anybody can fall in love.
Anybody. Matter of fact, everybody fall in love.
I totally agree with you.
And not anybody fall in love.
This. Even the nigga who trying to get money, it's the love of money.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still love.
That love is, I think, the worst drug on the man. But so it's the money that he's addicted to. And so I think they ended this show perfectly. So I seen a whole bunch of mixed reviews online where they was like, man, I can't believe they let Frank go out of this because he was this, he was that, he was this, he was that, he was this, he was that. And I was like, nope, they ended this perfectly. And I feel like they ended it perfectly because without this and that and this and that, he didn't have him. Mm-hmm. He didn't know who he was. Bruh, mama asked him that, hey, after we do this, are you okay with never seeing me again? He said, yeah.
Because the thing he was comparing his own mother to
Was money.
was money.
So he was like, yeah.
It was MOE for him.
Yeah.
Money over everything.
And his mama was like, I could never let my son turn into this person. And then Leon said, I can't undo the sacrifice that she made because she made a huge one. Colossus, bro. That sacrifice is unheard of. The one thing and this is the thing, you always hear it from the dope game, from the hood. For the people out there that's familiar with hood lifestyles and dope lifestyles, you know what I'm saying? Growing up in a small town, I seen them both. You know what I'm saying? The truth is that everybody tell you that living that lifestyle, you end up dead or in jail. But the truth is, majority of people end up like Franklin.
Yep.
Majority end up like Franklin.
More ain't like Franklin.
The other two.
Even the ones that end up in jail. They come out like Franklin.
They come out like Franklin.
I met many.
Majority of people end up like Franklin. And that's the story that you don't hear, but it was real. So then you watch the show and you realize the liquor store he go in is the one that he worked at in the first episode. You realize that the money that Leon give him, the $20 was the same $20 somebody gave somebody else. Where you realize that they connect all this. You realize that on the way they walk across a movie set, and they're shooting boys in the hood.
I missed that.
Beautiful piece for John Singleton.
I missed that. You right.
They're shooting boys in the hood.
And he asked them what they doing.
Yeah.
I missed that. You right.
They're shooting boys in the
It'd been even
hood.
better if I'd have caught that. But I was so emotional when he walked in and pulled them out and they went out the back door.
Yeah.
I was so emotional after that. I missed that powerful scene. Oh my God. I hate I missed that. Because I don't miss nothing.
Yeah.
But you're right. As soon as you said it, I caught on to, oh, they are. Oh, that's powerful.
Bruh. I ain't gonna tell the very ending for the people who hadn't seen it. Attorney. And I know you know the story online and what they're saying, but they don't never give details. It's one great detail. He said something at the very end that was said in the very first episode that brings everything home. And it's like,
I don't know what he said.
oh my God.
I was about in tears. Yeah, he said that. Yeah, I remember he said that. Right when the police was doing their thing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. So amazing, and it's a great show. I'm gonna tell you, bro. I gotta put this up there, top 10 endings all time, top 5 endings all time. So like, do I put this show on? Man, so like, and this is what's crazy, bro. Like when you rank shows, bro, in your head, bro, especially when you watch a lot of them, like myself. I try to think about.
It's number 2 for me. I ain't gotta think about it.
I try to think about what other shows I've seen. Like Sons of Anarchy is,
I ain't never seen it.
man, it's great. I'm telling you, it's super
I
fire.
might go watch it. I ain't got nothing to watch right now.
Sons of Anarchy, is super fire. 6 seasons of pure fire. Ends badly though.
I hate when that happens. It messed the whole show. For me,
90% of shows end badly.
bro. I hate that. That's what Doc Dexter down the list for me.
And they brought Dexter back.
That what brought Dexter down for me.
That way it ended.
Yeah, that brought it down for me. It was in my top 5, but it ended so bad, it brought it down my list for me.
Yeah, so that's majority though. Like Game of Thrones ended badly.
I heard. I've never watched Game of Thrones.
I think Breaking Bad ended badly.
I think it didn't end the way it should have, but it wasn't so bad that it knocked it off my list. It's in my top 5 still.
Yeah. So Sons of Anarchy was probably my 2. No. So I don't. So it's unfair because I don't count Criminal Minds in my shows. This is my favorite show.
How many seasons Criminal Minds?
Now it's 21.
That's just the next level. It had to be good. I've never watched it on this.
So fire. But
You know my 2 though.
yeah. Blacklist
Yeah,
and
Snowfall.
Yeah, Snowfall. So
Yeah.
my top legit is Dexter, and then it was Sons of Anarchy. But now I think it's Snowfall. Man, and you know what's crazy? I think a better show. Wait, first off, a better show than Dexter and Snowfall is Game of Thrones.
I've never watched the episode.
But they ended it so badly that it like, bro.
I
So
might go back and watch it.
honestly, all right. Let me think about it. I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent here, but Game of Thrones number one. Ooh, that hurt to say it over there. Game of Thrones is a better overall show than.
That's what I'm watching next.
Game of Thrones is a better overall show than Dexter by a long shot.
Didn't they drop a new Game of Thrones, like a spinoff to it?
Yeah,
House of Dragon.
Was it good?
Super fire.
Well, then they redeemed themselves then.
Yeah, no, it's a spinoff. It's a prequel, so not the same. So I gotta go Game of Thrones at one as overall arching best shows, and then Dexter at two. Snowfall might be two now. So Snowfall and Dexter running a tight race. Snowfall was a good show, bro. So that's my 2-3 because they tied it too.
Do Power and Empire in your list at all?
No, not in my top five. Nah, by a long shot, not in my top five. They way off from my top five. They top 10 though, bottom 10. And I think Empire was better than Power.
So, ironically, you're not alone. I like the original Empires better than I did. So, I didn't watch Power at all. I watched all Empire season, episode as they dropped. I was that hooked to them. Then they started getting light in the end. And then people were like, you should watch Power. It's better than Empire. Whoop, whoop. I said, you know what? Now that I can go back and binge watch it, I'm going to watch all in one session. I'm going to give y'all my real opinion. And it was the real opinion. Empire was hotter in the beginning. It got weak in the end. Power started off like
I'm gonna tell you what
it got better later.
I'm gonna tell you what a lot of people didn't understand either. Is Empire was a network TV show, so it had to be somewhat clean.
Yes, I agree.
Versus Empire was raw. I mean, not Empire. Power was raw.
It
was a star show.
Yeah, true.
You know what's crazy, bro? I'm not gonna give y'all my whole list because we're gonna move on to the topic of the night. It's coming. But I do want to say that Last of Us season 1 put that in the potential of being the best show I've ever watched.
The Last of Us?
It's the show I showed you up front where the lady walk in and she cut the body open. And then she sees the fungus. And then she was like, burn the city.
Is that is a show made off of a video game?
I showed you the first two opening scenes.
Right. Okay. I still ain't seen it. What is it on?
HBO Max. The Last of Us.
I got that.
So, you need to watch, bro, it's, 10 episodes? 8 episodes?
I think it's
It ain't but one season though?
Ain't but
Yeah,
one
it's
season.
just one
They ain't
season.
putting it in top of nothing. They got it right.
No. I'm telling you, watch
I
season.
get it. It may be good, but you gotta. It's just like
I think
a
8.
rookie coming in and being great their first year.
Season 1 of Last of Us is just one tier under season 6 of Snowfall.
I'm not saying it ain't, but you gotta give me more before I put it in the category with 6 seasons and 5 seasons.
Well, first off, Last of Us story ain't but so much. They can, now, mind you, Last of Us started as a video game.
Yep.
They have 2 video games now, part 1 and part 2. If they do, and the first season was about part 1. They did the whole first video game about part 1. If they do part 2 about part 2 gonna be better than part 1. Because so much crazy stuff happened. HBO.
Oh, you fuck with HBO Max. I'm about to start. I don't think I've been on HBO Max for any time.
Bruh.
And I think I got it.
Well, that's Game of Thrones is on HBO Max. House of Dragons, Game of Thrones, House of Dragons on HBO Max. Bruh. So first off, Dream,
I'm gonna start this tomorrow at work.
I'm finna tell Dream to start a show that I ain't talked about. Because I know it's Dream will fall in love with it. If you watch the session, you won't stop. Because it's our kind of show. Give me some. Just dap me up. Trust me. Succession. Anyway, let's get to our topic at hand. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Souf Got Something to Say, episode 148. We appreciate all y'all for tuning in. All 9 of y'all. We got a little crowd tonight. Man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We are getting ready to go for the heavy topic at hand. And I'm going to toss it over to my correspondent. No, I called you a correspondent because it's a daily show. Change the program, I ain't tell y'all. I'm going to build a desk too.
Okay.
We
have like 3 cameras.
Yeah, we're going to 3 cameras, news, weather, your weather. He's, I can't make him sports. You're sports. He's weather. If I make him sports, bro, we'll never talk about anything
about the street shit.
It'll be the whole show.
Anyway, giving over to Turn to start us off, man. He had proposed a phenomenal topic. And introduce.
So listen, before we begin, the South Know its affiliates agree with the views and ideas of the individual that was in this experiment. We just want to talk about the experiment itself because it intrigued us as a topic, and so this was something that we wanted to focus on, the experiment itself, not the particular person that did it. So,
Disclaimer.
in the early 2000s, there was a lesbian named Nora that decided to undergo an experiment where she went on around 30 dates as a man named Ned for around 18 months. So she decided to basically take a trip into manhood, and she said that it actually made her enjoy her femininity more. She said the pressure of men having to prove themselves was grueling, and she rarely enjoyed herself on any of her dates. Her prejudice was that the ideal man was a woman in a man's body, but she quickly realized that women had no interest in a soft, vulnerable man. And after the 18 months of deception, she checked herself into a hospital from severe depression by dating women as a man. There was also a portion in this clip, it was featured from a Twitter video, where a woman said that it's not that she has to have a bad boy, but there are no attractive, nice guys. And a man featured in the news article identified the experiment as revolutionary because he said that oftentimes men are considered the perpetrators and women the victims, never the other way around. So when Ned revealed himself as Nora, like the dates and the people that she was out with, their demeanor immediately changed. The women became more open. They were friendly. One of them even literally said on camera, "I'm sorry for being a bitch to you," which it's, you know, it's wild to think about. But I mean, I understand that, you know, a lot of women be on the defensive, you know what I'm saying, when they're going out. But she said, in her words, women have no idea what it's like to be a man. She stated she enjoyed being a woman more after the experiment because she feels like it's more of a privilege. In her words, men are suffering. Men and women both have problems, but men's problems are different. Men do not have it better than us. They need sympathy and they need love. So keep in mind, this was a while back. So what really intrigued me when I came across this clip was the fact that here we are almost 20 years later, and it still seems like it's a perpetual cycle between men and women. I don't know about y'all, bro, but I get on social media every day and I see a ton of people talking about men ain't shit, men don't date, men just want to hook up. And then I see these same women, and I hate to say it like this, but it's a lot of young women, like especially like they like mid to late 20s, even their early 20s. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you got to spend bands, bro. I saw a clip. It wasn't a clip. It was a photo. And they was like, bro, prom's so much different than when I was going to prom. And this girl was like, I left prom to a set up room. Bro had like $3 grand in 20s in the shape of a heart on the bed.
I seen that.
And somebody was like, I be dragging my daughter out by her ankles.
So that same photo, sorry, this is kind of a little off topic,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
First off, when I went to prom, and my prom date, I was instructed to be home immediately.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was instructed to be home immediately. Now, mind you, we finagled so we can go out, but, you know, that the lie of prom night is amazing is a lie.
Right.
Nobody had amazing prom nights, bro. That's not true. I mean, I'm sure it's a few that went out and did
Right.
their thing. But for the most part, good kids, as myself, I was a decent kid. I didn't have an amazing prom night.
I had a amazing prom night.
Well, you was a bad kid.
Bro, let me tell you. So my folks got me a room.
For prom?
My folks got me a room for prom. My dad actually worked for a hotel chain at the time. And they had like this suite type deal.
I'm with you. I wouldn't dare get my kid a room for
They
prom.
had like this sweet type deal, but you got to keep in mind, I was just like you. You know what I'm saying? Like me and this girl had been dating. First of all, we had been knowing each other since we were 7 years old. We had been dating for 3.5 years. Like we literally spent like our first semesters just getting back to knowing each other, and then second semester freshman year we was dating, and we dated that whole time. You know what I'm saying? And blew my mind, bruh, because
They bought you a room.
my mama was like, we gotta go pick up, we gotta go meet your daddy for something. And we go, you know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, I'm upstairs, and da 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 da. So I go upstairs to take him what he need to do. And he handed me the keys. And I'm like, what's this for? And he was just like, I want you to enjoy yourself. I don't want you to feel like y'all got to, rush back or whatever the case may be. Woo woo woo. Wine coolers was the thing back then. So it got
Wine
me.
coolers was the normal
Right.
drink back then.
I had
it was either beer or wine.
I had a little cooler. They had us some wine, some Sky Blue, and some Smirnoff Ice and some bottles of water.
Oh, he was lit.
We was
This
lit.
is prom?
Yeah, this is prom night.
Bro, you ain't even old enough to drink yet.
No, and we wasn't like drinking for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? So I'm gonna tell you what's even crazier about that.
I mean, I said that like we didn't start way before then, but you know what I was getting.
But yeah, so we chilling or whatever the case may be. I'm like, okay. I had my granddad had a '88 Lac DeVille, so that was like the car. Screw the limo. We grabbed. I drove the Lac that night.
Yeah, back then, I bet it had that what it's called.
Bro, it was like
that tri-coat white on it.
No, bro. So my granddad was an Alpha, so it was black on the outside. It had no, it didn't. But it had
skirts,
maroon leather. Well, it was sick. Yeah. Long story short, but yeah, you just talking about like the prom stuff, bro. Like we ended up going to Steak and Shake because everything was closed by the time we got out, and we were supposed to go to a party that some of our classmates was having. She was like, "Did you want to go back to the room?" I was like, "Did you want to go back to the room?" She was like, "Yeah, bro. We went back to the room, went to sleep." That's it. We went to sleep. That's the whole story. I took the whole cooler home the next day.
But truthfully though, bro, outside of Dream, a lot of people did.
Wait a minute. Why you gonna just make me bad, bro?
Come on, man.
No, come on, just be real, bro. Don't act like.
I had a wreck prom night.
I did too. My prom night, I had a wreck too.
I ain't go to no prom. I've never been to prom in my life.
No. So I went to prom. I had a wreck out.
Yeah,
Nobody knows I had a wreck though. This is the first time I ever acknowledged I had a wreck prom night.
That's crazy.
First off, I couldn't see out of one eye.
That's horrible.
You just been fucked up your whole
I
life.
got in a fight with my best friend at the time, rest in peace, Phuket, and he cut my pupil with his nail. Damn. And I wore a patch. I wore a patch the whole week of prom. And prom, I didn't wear a patch. I wore shades and kept one eye closed. Bro, you know that protective covering over your pupil?
Cyclops.
You know if you don't have it, everything is 10 times brighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wore a patch the week of prom and then like 3 weeks after prom. But the prom night, I wasn't wearing that patch, so I just walked around with one eye closed. I had to drive that way.
That's horrible.
Oh, not even my dominant eye. I'm right-handed.
Lord. All right, so just to pivot back to the topic.
Get back to what we
Pivot to the topic at hand.
Like, real quick.
What's up?
About the prom. I was going to pick up dope that night. Had a wreck. Never got the dope. Came back, waited on my homeboy. We rented the whole side of the hotel over by
Green Lawn. My movie gallery.
No. Yep, my movie gallery.
Green Lawn.
Was that Green Lawn?
No, that wasn't Green Lawn. That was that wasn't Green Lawn. Green Lawn was over by
Green Lawn was over. That was the cheap one.
That was the cheap.
That's where you just go for.
That was
Days In.
Days
In. We rented the whole. So we went. We told him we were throwing parties on the upstairs. He said,
Days In was cheap too.
But compared to a nice hotel, but it was the expensive one for Atmo.
Yeah, for Atmo it was super expensive.
And
it was
told
about
us the only way that
$30
we can do what we want to do over there is to rent the whole side. Rented every hotel on that side of the building. Everyone, all the suites, everything. We had no money. I was in the streets still.
I've never been to Green Lawn, by the way.
I've been in every hotel in the Atmo.
I just want to put that shit out there.
But that's the night I did the Dove Shack.
The Dove Shack.
We'll talk about that off air.
Okay.
No, I ain't get nobody pregnant, bitch. What you doing? Me and Tavares Ryder did a dual shack. What's up, cuz? That girl still look for you, bitch. She gonna kill you when she catch you.
Damn, she pregnant.
Well,
No, she ain't pregnant.
damn.
Move us back in, man.
Yeah, man. So, but long story short, so I mean, this is something that happened in the early 2000s, but it's still prevalent and we still see it today. Granted, the three of us aren't exactly in that scenario anymore.
Nah.
But I'm sure that we've all come across somebody that's been in a situation like that. Can you recall one that you want to talk about on air?
Situation like that? I don't know.
No. I'm saying like as far as
I feel like the topic changed.
no.
It scared me too.
No, I'm not trying to change the topic. But I'm saying we talking about 20 years later, you talking about the women who seem to women don't know what they want. Basically.
The only thing I got from the conversation was
Wait. Oh no, go ahead. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, because I know your memory is way shorter than mine.
yeah, and this conversation quick. The man woman said that she checked herself into a psychic place.
That was unnecessary, but continue.
What did I say wrong then? It was a woman that turned to a man and back to a woman, the man woman. Damn.
No. It was a lesbian.
That turned to a man.
No.
No,
because there was no transitioning. There was none of that.
She
Was
just
she portraying a man?
Portraying a man.
portrayed a man. It's not.
It's not. But go ahead.
Val Kilmer turned to Batman. So and
you
then turned back to a woman,
fictional
right?
characters. Oh, hey, look. Hey, bro, this
So
is.
she was playing a role?
Man, we appreciate y'all for the South for being here for all 140 episodes.
Man,
But clearly, this is it.
Hey, man, Batman. When we call
He's just
Superman.
compared to the Batman.
Hey,
You know what?
Kate and play
I
somebody
say that
else.
this our last episode, but we might got another 1,000, bro, because like the other side be real hard for it.
Hey, man, I ain't even trying to be hard. I'm just saying, bro. My point is, she said she checked herself into
Jesus, this is looking bad.
She did check herself into a hospital from severe depression because of the time that she spent
as a man
portraying a man dating women.
Yes. I want to check myself to the hospital all the time because these hoes ain't shit. Yeah, bitch, you know it finna get bad. That shit you thought was bad wasn't bad. Now we finna lose some readers.
No, they talking their ass off in the chat right now, bro. And I can't read it all because it's so much. I feel like I'm too behind. But I'm gonna talk about your topic and try to keep myself out of prison. So, listen.
Wait a minute. Ariel said her prom date came back to her parents' house and slept in the bed with her, and they woke up and had breakfast. Wait a minute.
Yep. Bro, ain't no that wouldn't have never happened in
I'd
that
have beat y'all to death at my house.
And Abo? Negative.
That wouldn't have happened in my house in Mobile. I threw both hands out the upstairs one. Wait a minute.
So listen, like I think this is what I took from when you sent it to me and I listened to it, bro. She went on this experiment to see what it was like to be a man. I really feel this way, bro. I feel like women appreciate us. I do. That's not what I want to portray when I say what I'm about to say. But this is a disclaimer.
No, I don't ever speak in absolutes.
Yeah.
So I'm never gonna say all women do this or all men do this, or it's always gonna be a select section.
Right.
So
well, mine is gonna be a little bit
pretty broad,
a little bit different. So
come with it, thanks.
I know women appreciate us, and when I say us, I mean good men, right? Men that is actively trying to do the right thing at 112% of the time.
Okay.
Because that's who I am. I'm a man that's trying to do the right thing 112% of the time. It get tricky. Because, like, the reality is, I don't want to know everything I don't want to know about every dude that try to holler at you. And I don't need you. You don't want to know about every woman that try to holler at you.
Stop. You're getting ahead of me.
Okay.
You're getting ahead of me.
But I'm finna tie it back. I'm gonna come.
Ooh.
So hold that for a moment.
Ooh, you
hold
getting
that
ahead
for a
of me.
moment.
Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
Hold that for a moment. But this is the thing. I think y'all do really appreciate us. But at the same time, I think y'all discredit how much it takes to be us.
A black man in America.
I don't even know, not even a black man in America, just a man in a relationship. No race, no gender. I mean, no, well, definitely a gender because it's man. But no race, just gender in a relationship, in a straight relationship. I can't speak on any other relationship, but just a man in a straight relationship. How much effort I put in to make sure, one, you feel safe. One, you're comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one, you're safe. Two, you're comfortable. Three, you're happy. Four, I'm catering to your needs. Five, I'm feeding you. Six, I'm protecting you.
Mm-hmm.
Seven, I'm providing you without worry. So that's a big one. Provide without worry. So, like, a lot of people provide for people. But if you let her know that we may not have power this month, she worries about the power this month.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many times I was been close to not having the money to pay the bills, and I kept it to myself. So I shouldered that burden by myself. Like, I just got that burden and put it in the sack and threw it over my shoulder.
And that's what a lot of men do.
By myself. So, because I want you to feel comfortable enough that know everything was going to be okay. And I knew that meant that I had to do more than my normal, more than my usual to make sure that was there. And I know the thing is that because we don't talk about it, because we don't come and tell you about our struggles, our stresses, our hard times, that you think that we're just coasting. And I ain't saying every woman, like I said, not broad stroke, but not saying every woman, just majority, right? Just majority. And then I got hit with this today. Do you know majority of people? I was like, nope. She's like, okay. I got hit with that today.
I gotta close the statement for me.
But wait, let me finish. I'm gonna finish my statement. So, do you know majority of people? No. It's 8 billion people in the world, so I don't know majority of people. I just know a bunch. And when I say a bunch, it's a small bunch. It's like a bunch of collard greens. It's not even like a fucking cotton field or a patch or nothing. It's just a bunch of collard greens. Just what you cook for Thanksgiving. That's all I know. In my entire lifetime, because there's so many people on this planet.
Right.
But I can tell you that, like, a lot of people say that, you know, people like credit. You know what I mean?
Right.
People like that credit that you give, that, you know,
people like that ego stroke.
People like the ego stroke. Like, if you working in an industry and you do something, like, for example, car salesman of the month. That's something that we all can agree on, but we like that ego stroke. When we get that car salesman of the month, I'm that dude.
Yeah.
It's totally different when it comes to relationships.
Right.
Because I could be the provider of the month, but I can't tell you about it. Because I don't want you to worry when it's rough.
Right.
And I also don't want you to feel like I'm gloating when it's good.
I agree.
So that's the difference, right? Like, so the daily walk of a man. Now, nobody in here is gonna disagree. Dream, you have to. Who pay your mortgage every month? Who pay your mortgage every month?
I do.
I pay my mortgage every month. Who pay your power every month?
I do.
Who pay your power every month? Me. Who pay me? Who pay the water every month?
I do.
Who pay your water every month? Okay, that's something you negotiated out. So 2 or 3.
That's the only one though.
Wait, I'm finna keep going. Who pay your internet every month?
I do.
Who pay my internet every month?
You do.
Who pay your internet every month?
You skip me from now on. That water was it.
So, anyway, so, bro, the water's the easy one to give away, bro.
Yeah.
That's the one I want to keep. Let me keep that one. Take another one. But with that being said, you know, we can't say that we do this without it sounding like we're being boastful.
I like this Celeste. You gonna know who she is.
Or
That's one of my troop mates.
you can't say that without being boastful or strong or nothing like that. And by all means, I don't feel like you owe me anything for it, or I don't want to praise for it, because it's my responsibility as a man.
Right.
But that's part of the man journey, right? That's part of the journey. Like, that's part of the stress we carry. Like, if you ain't got enough for it, oh, it's stressful.
It is.
it's stressful. If you ain't got enough for it, now mind you, when you got enough for it, it's quite light because that's your job. But when you don't have enough for it, it's quite stressful. And a lot of women be like, I want good men. I want a nice man. But the nice man might need a little help.
While we continue this topic, ladies, in the comments, I want you to tell us what you find attractive. We're going to come back to that. But I just want y'all to start listing in the comments what you find attractive in a man. We're going to get back to that. Continue.
I'm a chill for a moment.
I gotta close the topic not close the topic. I gotta close it. What we doing?
Statement.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna chill for a moment because like I can dig into that a lot. I'm gonna chill for the moment and let the floor expand because like I can brain spit that for an hour and then we ain't gonna do that. We going home shortly.
I listened to it and I agree with Celeste. I don't think that she checked herself into the hospital, ironically, because it was so hard with the dating scene being a man.
I don't either.
I think she checked herself because she knew who she was.
That wasn't Celeste. That was Zadora.
No.
Zadora said that.
Somebody said it.
Yeah,
I felt the same way though.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Yeah. Because I've been on this earth for quite some time. And ironically, I had never knew what depression was until about a year and a half ago. You feel me? It's the first time in my life I felt lost.
Pressure.
Not pressure because I've been under pressure my entire life. I put pressure on myself. I felt lost. I felt I had no place on earth. I had nowhere to go. Know how to get there or what to do next. That's the first time I ever recall being like that in my life. I was just existing, and it fucked with me heavy. I never been through that in my life until I was 42. When that happened, 42, 43. You know what I mean? I've always had a place to go where I need to be next. And I don't mean like at the club, I mean in life. You know what I'm saying? And it bothered me. And when you are in that duck in the desert phase,
Duck in the desert. Jesus.
think about that for a minute.
You so out of place.
No. Have you ever seen a duck in the desert?
You out of place.
Yeah, that's super out of place. A duck in the desert? Jesus.
How's it out of place?
You ever seen a duck in the desert?
Because a duck don't
It
belong
doesn't
in the
belong in the
desert.
desert. It's
out
out of
exactly,
place.
Exactly. Yeah, well, okay. I thought you were telling me I was out of place for saying it.
No.
No, you
But
slow
yeah,
for saying it.
like that. Well, I ain't get what he was saying.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Well,
I
I'ma
say
call
stuff
you
that's
slow
bad.
when you slow.
Sometimes I say stuff that's bad. Y'all have to screen it. So when he said that, he said, "Are you out of place?"
I can't
I
argue
would
with
you
you on
not?
that.
Okay.
That's
Hey,
right.
I get what
I've
you're
never
saying.
heard him. I never heard him admit a fault before. That's the first time in my
So
life.
I've always used that duck in the desert phase. Like
That's
all my
real.
life.
A duck in the
Because,
desert is rough, bro.
I mean, duck ain't gonna survive in the desert for long.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that was the one time I was there. And people get there often, some more than others. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that happened to her at that time.
That happened to me.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of people get there. It ain't just you. A lot of folks get there. It don't happen to me often. That's the only time I can ever recall it happened to me in my life. You know what I mean? And when that happened, well, it's a dog place.
You know what's crazy, bro? I'm sorry. Real quick.
Pretty good.
Real quick interjection. Bro, you're a true life gambler. Like, you go to a casino and gamble. You've spent $3,000 at a casino a night before.
Yeah.
I don't gamble in that theory. But I'm a big gambler of, like, I gamble on myself heavy. And I can't even hold you, bro. I've jackpotted more than I've what's the other one? Bankrupt. I've jackpotted more than I bankrupt. But I've never made the big bet on myself. And that's what happened. That's what's going on now. I made the big bet. The no money bet. And so, yeah, I've been a duck in the desert for 2-3 years now. Well, not 2-3, but 2 years for sure. In the desert. Squawking. Bro, my beak don't even touch each other. If they touch each other, they seal. It's dry. Sorry.
It just, so I pretty much through with it. It just, I think every human has to find their purpose and find their direction, or they get in the dog spot. Every human, you know what I mean? And I think that's what happened to her, looking for a spot.
But we're literally talking about a dating experiment.
Yeah, so, yeah, and also you talking about what happened to her after.
We're talking about a literal dating experiment, which the result of which she chose to check herself into a mental hospital for depression because of what she dealt with.
She felt that it was.
Or what she claimed she experienced.
As a man.
As a man in a dating scenario.
So
I understand where you agree with it, but in this scenario, I don't think they tie into one another. Because we specifically talking about, you know, a certain situation. You know what I mean? Like, you were still that lesbian. You still admitted to these women that you were dating that this was an experiment and seeing how men got treated while you were dating. So,
and she was portraying a nice guy.
And she was portraying a nice guy. That's
important to talk about.
That's what I was finna feed into.
I like that.
That's what I was finna feed into. Because she was literally portraying what she thought, women thought, was the ideal man, being a soft, vulnerable guy. A guy in touch with his emotions. And there was a woman that was a part of this clip, and she was like, there are no attractive nice guys. She's like, it's not that I want the bad boy, but they're just I don't find nice guys attractive. And then she was like, but I want a nice guy. No, you don't. Because if that's the case and that's the situation, what constitutes attractive in a nice guy? You know what I mean? Like that statement within itself is confusing, which is why I wanted our ladies that are listening to kind of tap in and explain that portion. You know what I'm saying? So that was
finished last, and that's the truth.
I got a piece on that.
Ain't no way around that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The only reason why I can't relate as much as I've never portrayed the nice guy.
You haven't. You've always been the bad guy.
Yeah,
Last time you ever see a bad guy like this.
Yeah,
That's who he's always been.
I've never been the nice guy. I've always been me, and so my dating scene was totally different. And I can't really relate to this person because I've literally been me my entire life.
okay.
I mean,
So truthfully, I've been Dream 90% of my relationship.
no, you were Craig your whole life.
No, what I mean by that, what I mean by that is that I've been unadulterated me.
Yeah.
So first off, I say I'm Dream, but I'm actually just a male, unadulterated 90% of my relationship. Not just Dream. Because if y'all heard our real thoughts at all times,
Yeah, throw up in their mouth.
I would see.
it would be, well, first off,
It's so funny that
humanity dies off.
It's just so funny that you go into this because this is all the stuff I got lined up for.
Yeah, humanity dies off if we are unadulterated males our entire life. If we just unadulterated males our entire life, humanity dies off, bro. You know what? I can take a chick on a date. And I'm gonna pick a playlist that's gonna be suitable for me and her. You feel me? Something that's gonna be pleasant to hear for both parties. And if you start touching my radio much, the unadulterated man gonna be like, hey, yo, chill. Because I picked this playlist for us. And unless you want to listen to some crazy shit, you know, whatever, I'm gonna be opinionated. I'm gonna be crying a little crazy. Because that's what niggas is.
You being nice right now.
Because I'm politically correct. Because one, I ain't gonna curse. I ain't gonna curse a lot, and I ain't gonna do because I got bigger plans for us together. But nah. So it's a lot of stuff that come across our mind on a regular basis that we think, and we be like, soften it.
Yeah.
How many times you think about something, you be like, you know what, soften it.
A lot of times.
How many times you think about something, you be like, you know what, soften it.
Never.
Fuck you.
You're probably right.
No, but seriously though, I was literally having this conversation with a lady friend of mine earlier today. I was like, women say they want the truth. women don't really want the truth. They don't really want honesty. They want. Let me say that.
Now look, you softening it right now.
I am
As
softening
of right now, he took a piece of butter out of the refrigerator and sat down on the counter for.
You're absolutely right.
That's exactly what
absolutely right.
He just softened what he was about to say.
and that's a prime example of it, though. You know what I mean?
We have to soften it
because a lot of women don't want honesty. They want a sugar-coated version of what they see as the truth.
They want us to tell us how they feel in a way, in a form that's palatable for them.
That's it.
So basically, I feel this way, but instead of giving you just straight up Robitussin, put a little sugar on that Robitussin before you hand it to me. Because if not, now my feelings is hurt.
Right.
You know what I mean? I told you how I really feel, but if I don't put that sugar on top, now my feelings hurt. And that's something else that we have to do.
Now I got to come back and course correct and soften the blow.
I gotta come back and like not even explain, but try to like. I don't want to say explain what I said to like soften it.
Yeah.
Because I should have said the right time with the sugar.
I'm gonna give y'all one.
But you gotta put the sugar back in.
So let's ask question for the host. Who would you give as an example of a famous nice guy and a famous bad guy?
Will Smith, famous nice guy.
Famous
Facts.
nice guy. Easy.
Bad guy.
Nick Cannon.
No,
Nah, I'm gonna say Nick.
No, I'm joking because
I'm gonna say R. Kelly.
he having all these children.
No. The R. Kelly is famously bad because of
He's bad.
but famous bad guys. I got the perfect one. Oh, I know it's Johnny Depp. Famous bad guy.
How the fuck you say that?
I don't know if I would put Johnny Depp in that
This
famous
ain't Johnny
bad guy
Depp.
category.
This ain't Johnny Depp's first allegation of
But we
being
just talking about
aggressive.
allegations. We talking about bad guys. I mean, like bad guys.
But see, first off, you can't use R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
Oh, wait.
Bad.
Future.
Future's a good one.
Perfect example.
Future's a perfect example.
Future. So, famous good guy,
Will Smith.
Will Smith, protect this woman, tries to protect this woman, tries to be inclusive with his family, really shows a family culture, does all that stuff. Corny. Will Smith is corny, tries to do all that stuff. Nice guy.
So that tell you
Not
why our
cool.
mindsets that too. I
Future.
picked the bad guy. I picked the good guy easily. He picked the bad guy easily. But he been dreaming 90% of his life. No, he been crazy.
You stupid.
Future.
I want to talk about this too while we reflecting on that. I just want to read because we talked about the attractive thing. So Ariel said, I find the reflection of my values in a man attractive. Balance, growth, communication, honesty, relationships, and compassion. I will say that I think it's interesting that you said you find the reflection of your values in a man attractive. It's not a bad thing. But what about his values that he brings to the table? Where can you find that compromise in between? Celeste said discipline as far as his beliefs, like something he firmly believes in and is strict on himself about. Self-discipline is a I can see that. Whether it's art, fitness, etc. Kind, especially to children and elderly, doesn't have to be the loudest person in the room. Observant, dominant, and wants a woman's submission. Men can't protect what they can't control. Dark, of course, good for your health. Hey, Dream, there you go. That's why you like her, because she said she like dark men.
I ain't even seen that.
Autumn said intelligence, compassion, confidence. Those are good. Janae said self-love on a man is attractive. You are selfless enough to care for your partner, but you are well aware with knowing your worth and value in life as well as attractive. Unfortunately, some don't know the difference. That's true. Zadora says most nice guys have more entitlement because they are nice guys. You aren't owed someone's time because you're nice. You ain't owed somebody's time because you're an asshole either. But I've always been told you catch a lot more bees with honey than shit. So, you know.
Unless you're a man.
Because the thing about it is, think about this. You think about something as simple as this. If I hold a door open for you, I'm a gentleman. If I shut it, I'm an asshole. But if I open the door and you walk your ass through it, should not common courtesy be to say thank you? No, I'm not entitled to a thank you because I'm a nice guy. But it's common courtesy to say thank you to somebody that holds the door for you. You know what I mean?
I like it.
Oh, appreciate it. So
Know that I know.
This is a continuation. Then I know we finna get up out of here, but I just want to get y'all opinion on this before we get out of here. So there was, and y'all don't know. They don't know about this one. Y'all don't know about this. What I'm finna hit y'all with, but it's tied into what we talking about. You saying you want to do the quote, or you saying you actually got a closing topic?
Closing quote.
Okay, I'm gonna make this quick then. There was a male-based radio show it was in America. And it was talking to a group of women about why they don't think their women should go out partying, why women shouldn't go out partying without their man. So the immediate response from the women, what do you think it was?
Why not?
This girl said, why? Is it because of your insecurity? His response said, it had nothing to do with insecurities, but consider this. And let's just say this is a dream hypothetical situation because this never happens to men. But if it did happen, would you be okay with your long-term monogamous partner going to a nightclub, a bar, or a party where throughout the course of the night he will be approached, flirted with, and sexually pursued by numerous attractive women, some of which are more attractive than you and could potentially even be a better partner than you are to him? These women are buying him drinks, getting him drunk, and enthusiastically, that's a good word right there.
That is a
And
great word.
enthusiastically want to sleep with him that night and steal him away from you. You're going to tell me you're okay with that. I'm going to give you 3 guesses on what their answer was, but you're only going to need 1.
No.
Hell no.
Hell to the no. Hell to
That
the
comes
no.
back to the whole topic of you saying women say they want the truth, but they really don't. And I'm gonna give you a topic on that real quick that I've heard a million times, and every time I've heard it, I figured this out. A woman telling me, Dream, if you just wanted to sleep with me, you could have just told me that up front.
That's a baby.
That's a
So no man believe that.
huge lie.
So no man believe that.
Shit, no.
No women believe it either.
I know they don't.
You just walk up to the girl in the club and say, hey, look, you ain't really my type, but you fuckable. And that's some men that said, look at your faces. Look at your faces. Because every man that said that about a girl before.
Oh, shit.
It's the truth. You ain't my type, but you fuckable. I hit it when I'm drunk. And you
You
say,
gotta be drunk.
but I'm just saying, I'm
There's
just
some
using
people that you
this
gotta I'm attracted to your back.
We said
But
it
if
was
I
before.
tell you
Men
that
fuck who they want. Can.
You still gonna
Men
give
fuck
me
who they
something that
want.
night because I was honest. I just bet you 0.1% of women on earth will say, you know what? I'm glad you was honest about this. I can't wait to give you something.
But you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy is that women disagree because women does have those individual people that they would accept that offer from.
That's true.
Wait. Pause that. Ooh, nigga, don't do that. You just made that topic even better. No, they gotta be the one choose though. Mm-hmm. If that same man that they would do that to originally came to them was that hardcore, they look at them different.
But I can't say that because I don't know because they don't ever choose and I don't know if that ever happens. I'm sure it happens and it probably be successful sometime. But I'm just saying that I do know women. I got women that I'm cool with, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I seen this one guy that I'm in on."
Danae said a man could never do that, but a woman can. That's exactly what I was saying. A woman, you're right. A woman can walk in the club and say, "Girl, look at that nigga. I'll fuck the shit out of him tonight,"
And then go
mean
pick
it.
him and do that.
But if that dude
Try.
meet her at the bar and say, "You ain't really my type. I'll fuck the shit out you tonight," it'll be a total turn up.
Vodka
Look at
in his
him
eyes,
different.
bro. Vodka in his eyes.
Because women fuck who they want and men fuck who they can.
Fact.
Period.
So I mean, the truth is not always the best way out.
So, hey, she just said something real. So let's say something real. Famous attractive man had that, bro. So, and
So that
wait,
so you missed the
let
part
me
of that.
finish what I
No,
was
I know
saying.
you reading part that you didn't miss the other part. Somebody said Future do that. When I said men can't do that, somebody said Future can,
that was Celeste.
and then the person came behind and said because Famous attractive.
Yeah,
Well,
Celeste.
That was Celeste.
Okay.
So with that being said, that is very true. Cause I guarantee you, Chris Brown can walk in the crowd and be like, "We fucking tonight," and they be like, "Okay."
Yep.
Right.
Facts.
Seal did it.
You know who did? No, but Trey Songz did it until he got, with we went on the verdict, bro.
We
Like-
still talking about a track to R&B singer. I said Seal did it.
Niggas Trey Songz had one of the most attractive R&B singers.
No, but he
ever.
said Seal did it.
with the
Yeah.
Yes.
a kiss from a rose.
Yeah.
I I heard him.
And he
Maybe
is
acknowledge
hideous.
it.
A man with mild.
Hey, but we normally in
point.
sync at this point. You just jumped off sync with me.
It wasn't in sync. That was just a point. A man with no power and money can pull it off, regardless of what they look like.
I mean, bro, have y'all ever seen
Donald Trump.
But you gotta include the fame part too.
Wait,
because
and he's the proposal.
because your average, I mean, it's women in Mobile, Alabama. Just because you got money, they ain't gonna mess with you. You gotta have a little influence. You gotta have a little power. They would rather mess with you because you got connects and they ain't gotta pay to get into a club, or drink, or buy a hookah than they would if you was just gonna treat them to a nice dinner date.
I mean, have
So
y'all
that- so
have y'all
that's
seen the
different,
decent
though.
proposal?
You going back to the nice guy again.
I am.
That's why the nice guy lost that. He wanted to take out on a date and be nice to him. But let me go in the club and buy the club out, and you just one of the girls I bought a bottle for. You see what I'm saying again?
Mm-hmm. But once
Yeah,
again,
that guy gonna lose
and
it.
that also proves the point that they gonna go for the one that they see flexing, spending that money,
Yeah.
because you basically just saying that they can be bought.
To some degree, it sounds rude, but yes.
I don't like the way that sounded.
Me either.
I don't want no parts of that.
But to some degree, and when I
Drinking
say,
that wine.
so when I say buy them,
Gang
all mean,
banging.
so let's clear this up so we don't offend the women in the room. When we say bought, we
He
don't
was
mean
talking
that
about
we meet you at the club and say, hey, look, I got 10 bands in the truck. What's happening? You know what I mean? No. Saying, you see who I am as of influence. You know what I'm capable of. You know that at least 9 other people want me as well, because that's another thing about women. They love a challenge.
They don't want they don't want anybody that nobody else wants.
want. You know what I'm saying? So they love a challenge. Let 9 other people come flirt at you first. You know what I'm saying? In that venue, in the same venue. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. You have to fight motherfuckers off then.
But them same 10 women ain't gonna fight over you unless they see you spending cash.
Not all the time.
Yeah,
I disagree.
yeah, me too. Because our trail is a perfect example of that.
He's perfect.
I'm just talking about in the
I know in
scenario you
general.
presented.
I know you said in general, but just because we do both know our trail, he's the total opposite of that. When I say total, no, like you was at that breakfast that time we were going to get breakfast early that morning. The girl said, "You buy my food?" Because I bought food. Boom, Dick bought food. She said, "You buy?" He said, "Bitch, I ain't got no money. You buy my food."
I wouldn't.
You want to know that? He did that. Into my mouth. And she bought it, and he still hit. That's him, though. That's why I
But
say.
see, now you gotta understand though. Like he is also back in the day. He was also the same dude that would jump on like 5 girls out the gate before we
Yes.
even got to the dance floor.
Yeah.
And then he told so many girls the same. I mean, like some good shit that by the time he made it to the dance floor, like girls was pushing girls off him to dance with. He just had that.
But he never was the flexer.
He never flexed.
Never flexed.
Never
That's my
flexed.
dog, bro.
He
That's
just
my
had
dog.
that. He
Yeah.
just had that. But he got it though.
Yeah.
He
That's
got
the only difference. So me, I was more of a flexer. Yeah, I still am. Not to get women, that's just who I am. I'm a flashy,
No, yeah.
flamboyant guy.
You definitely, like me and Palmer talked the other day, and he like, man, he's so goddamn flash. I'm like, yeah, you always been that way.
Always.
And
I always
I'm
like
the complete
that.
opposite. I'm
I
not
agree.
flash.
I agree.
I
It took me
don't
this
like
long
it.
to wear Apple Watch.
How long
it
have you
ain't
wear
flashy.
Apple Watch?
But now I wear it for health reasons, because my workout schedule. That's the only reason why I wear it. But I bought one from him. I had it for a week and gave it away, because I like the diamonds and the jewelry. I'm a flashy guy.
I like the information more.
And that's what's important to me now.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
like the information and more important. Like I've never been a flashy guy. Like now mind you, before my Jeep, and that sounds crazy, right? Before my Jeep, I've had a 250 F-250. People,
I
that's
still don't consider that flash though.
but both
It
of
was
them,
expensive, but
both
not
of them are
flashy.
expensive vehicles. Right?
It's expensive though, but not flashy. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
With that being said, like before, like my F-250 had stock wheels and tires on it. It was just red with black windows.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It was expensive, not flashy.
And it was fly.
Give me that same F-250 than what I do.
20, 30, 32s.
It's gonna be blinged out.
Yeah.
Lights everywhere.
That's what I mean. They gonna
Like,
be sitting on the big rim with the lights up under it, lights under light kit. You know what I mean? Speakers on the back like
full
Bobby.
suspension.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's the difference. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I don't want that kind of attention. Like, bro, my window tint has been illegal my whole life because I don't want people to see me in my car. That's how unflash I am. I don't need you to know who I am. I always wanted to be that guy, though. I almost wanted to be the guy in the back that was like, who called the shots?
I don't know how to be the guy in the back.
No, listen, though. They'd be like, who called the shots? And then they'd be like, well, where Craig at? And I'm in the room standing up like I'm a bodyguard. But I actually called the shots.
I get it.
That's the best person to be.
I always been that
I
person.
ain't never know how to be that person.
I always been that person, bro. I don't care for the spotlight.
And for me, it's not because I just want to. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of that just being Aquarius, man.
Oh no.
That they just upfront people. They
No doubt.
Understand
I'm a
gotta
posse.
be where they want to be.
I'm a posse.
More laid back.
Yep, I guess that's what that means.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I know. The only thing I know about posse is we emotional. I'm emotional as fuck. It's sad how emotional I am, bro. I've cried more I cried more last year than you cried in your life.
not true. Ironically, we're emotional too, but we hide it better.
That may be the case.
That's true. My dad was
Because
an
I cry
Aquarius.
almost every. The other day,
dad was
Buck,
an Aquarius.
the other day, Buck, you came in my office and you don't know why I was acting where I was acting. Because I was in the middle of that show and I was crying like a baby.
That's why you act that way?
Mm-hmm.
I'm with that.
I think I watched your ball. I think I watched your snowfall.
I'm strong with that.
All fucked up too when you walked in there.
Bro, I can watch anything.
And I kept acting like I was looking at my jaw. You like, you good? Mm-hmm. Now you remember though. Look, I just said I wouldn't even look at it.
Bro, I ain't gonna hold.
Hey, look, my shirt wet now. I thought my fucking door was locked. Oh, he got the password. That's what it was. It was locked. He said,
My
beep,
old
beep, beep.
office.
Yeah. He said, beep, beep, beep. I said, shit. He's like, look, I'm like,
Yeah.
you good, bro? Like, bitch, get out. I was crying like I had just went on lunch. I had the whole
funny.
time. I was locked in too, boy. Crying like a mother. I
You in the
cried.
middle office or back office?
I don't want to be in the I'm in the middle.
I think I still know. I know your dope.
Possible.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But no, like no, posses. We're tear fucking babies, yo. I cried. And, like I got a deep heart for men. Like so, the thing is, like I love people, but I don't fuck with people.
I can see that.
Right? I love people, but I don't rock with y'all. I don't want to hang with y'all. I don't want to talk to y'all, but I love y'all. And like when I see like people being evil and core evil, hurts my feelings, bro. And then when I see good people get treated badly, hurts my feelings. Like, bro, I'm a bucket of tears for real. But you know, posse's lifestyle. Anyway, Drew, you said you're gonna close us out tonight, bro. We are burning the midnight oil tonight.
Hey, before we get out of here, I just want to say I appreciate everybody for tapping in tonight.
Yeah, I like the way
we
everybody
also appreciate everybody for your comments. We appreciate y'all for keeping the conversation respectful and cause y'all understand that it's just a conversation that needs to be had. And I think a lot of times there aren't enough spaces for men and women to have these conversations. So we do appreciate y'all for tapping in with the South tonight. Go ahead.
So wait, before you close, I want to say something because you inspired me to say something. I try to keep our business out of their business.
Right.
But this is one thing I want to promise to y'all. I promise that if you tell your friends to watch our show, it's only going to get better. I promise that if y'all support us, we're only going to get better. I promise that if you do everything to give us just a shoulder, I don't need both, just a shoulder of support, we're going to make it better. Because one thing for sure that I know how I feel about the show. And I know how my co-hosts feel about the show.
Yep.
And I know that this has potential to be something that y'all can hear in the morning, or has potential to something that you hear in the evening. And I know that we have everything that it takes to progress to something bigger, but it takes all of us as a whole. It takes all of us as a whole. It takes support. And if y'all promise y'all support, I promise I'll work. And I'm promising I'll work not just of mine, because I can only control my work, but I'm promising you a work of eternity. I'm promising the work of DJ Big Dream. If I tell y'all that we can make this nationwide, I just need the people that listen tonight to support and tell people to support. If the 10 people that was on the entire show tonight tell people that we have a great show, I promise we will deliver a great show on a regular basis. And you can hear us at a prime time hour or a morning time hour. I promise that. I have no doubt that what we have to say, what Southern men in the world has to say, is that it matters. It matters. What we say matters. Yeah, I got a Southern slur. A turn to talk the best out of all of us here.
And I still got a Southern
And he
draw.
still has a Southern draw.
Yep.
I have a Southern draw. Dream, in
I sound
truly, Dream has the worst Southern draw in here. But he still...
Southern.
Don't argue with me right now. I'm just driving it home, bro. Dream has something that a lot of people can't deliver. I promise you that we'll give y'all the best show that y'all can ever expect. And we'll be on prime time, night or day. It's just stick with us. And we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And let's close the show. DJ Big Dream, take us out of here.
I can't, because now I got to say something. First off, thank everybody that was in here tonight. We genuinely love y'all tapping in. That's what we want to do more, whether y'all know it or not. We want to do that more than just y'all hearing us talk. We want to entertain y'all, and we want y'all to be a part of the show, and we want to feed back and forth with the comments. So thank y'all again for the comments. That's what we want on every night. So don't be shy to comment in these boxes. We will reply. We will correspond to what y'all speaking. I promise you, that's what we want more than anything. But to tell y'all a quick story that happened tonight to tie into my closing statement. I went to the gas station tonight to grab my Four Loko and my little cup of ice, whatnot, and I seen this dude that I had met about a month ago at the same gas station, and he seemed to be like a little out of it from the first time. I've only seen him twice in my life. The first time I met him at the same gas station, this time, and he was getting some beer or whatnot. He seemed like he was a little down, and he was finna buy a beer, and I snatched his card from him. He said, "Man, what you doing?" He don't recognize me. I said, "Man, you ain't paying for that shit." He said, "What you being?" I said, "I'm paying for it." Put my card and I said, "Add mine to his." He said, I must have bought something for you before. I said, "Yeah, you remember?" He said, "Not really, bro. I'm just down on my luck right now." And the girl around said, "Yeah, that's the night that you made him stay there. You bought his drink, you bought the next dude and the other dude cigarettes." He said, "Oh yeah, I do remember that." He said, "Bro, I don't know, I'm down on my luck right now, bro. I'm out of it, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I needed a night. They're my last money." That's crazy. Mm-hmm. He said, "When I see you again, though, bro, I got you. Nigga, I ain't do this for you to give me something back."
Right.
I did it because that night he was so high spirited. He came in with his little yellow like reflector shit on. He said, "Bro, I'm doing good right now. I just want to bless my people. I'm paying for yours. And dude in the end didn't want to pay for it. He said, "Well, nigga, I ain't moving until you let me bless you." You know what I'm saying? He said, "All right, well, throw some cigarettes in on it." You know what I'm saying? And he did that. And me seeing him this time, I just want to return the favor. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that leads right into my closing topic, or my closing statement. Ladies, just because your man carry you well doesn't mean it ain't heavy. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we need love too. We may act tough. We may still have our face balled up like we good. Sometimes we need love too.
Can't argue with
Way
that.
better than what I had.
Can't argue with that one bit.
It's the South, man. Take us out, bro.
Man, this South got something to say. Episode 148. We'll be back next week for 149, and then right after that, 150. Man, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Send us y'all topics, man. If y'all got something y'all want to hear us talk about, something y'all want to discuss with us through the live, shoot it to the inbox. We got it. Let's do it.
We love y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. This Soft Guy Sunday, man. We out of here.
Peace.